What's good, y'all? Fisk Vegas, the hardest voice in sports. Go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to the Fisk. You know why you at it. Y'all know what time it is. If you ain't with it, you best get with it. Now let's rock. Listen, if I had to put my money on it, if I had to say who's going to be the starting wide receiver for the Giants next season, who's our number one receiver next season, I put that money on Kenny Golladay. I think that's Gettleman's guy. Also think that's Joe Judge's guy, because I don't think Gettleman does anything without Joe Judge's, I don't want to say approval is a strong word, but I don't think he makes decisions without Joe Judge. I don't think Gettleman does anything without consulting Joe Judge. I think Joe Judge is a micromanager who rules the Giants with an iron fist. Joe Judge strikes me as the type of guy who knows the water boy. He knows the name of the water boy. He knows the name of the person who hands out the damn iPads on the sideline for them to look at old plays. Joe Judge knows everything. So I highly doubt Gettleman is contacting the Detroit Lions and inquiring about trading for Kenny Golladay if Joe Judge not know about it. So he's already a Gettleman guy, he's a Judge guy, so I think that's a safe pick. Remember, the Giants are all about culture. You know, one thing Gettleman and Judge said a lot last week during the press conference was, we're interested in bringing in the right kind of people, the right kind of guys. So it's not going to be all about talent. It's going to be it's going to have a lot to do with personality here, what kind of intangibles you have, what kind of person you are. It's not just about talent. You feel me? Now, of course, we would prefer Allen Robinson over Kenny Golladay. Of course, we're going to prefer Allen Robinson over Kenny Golladay. Who wouldn't? Allen Robinson's better. He's more consistent. And most importantly, he's more durable. You know, Allen Robinson is way more durable. And I think he's what the Giants need, because Allen Robinson's a better route runner. And he's proven you can force feed him the ball over a 16-game sample size, and he can hold up and get it done. I mean, you know, let's be real here. He's playing with Trubisky. Could you imagine what he would look like with Daniel Jones after playing with Trubisky and Blake Bortles his whole career? So, you know, I think Allen Robinson would be the perfect guy, but he might command too much money. Because if you look at Allen Robinson's stat lines, the 100+ receiving, the 100+ reception seasons and things of that nature, he's going to be looking for that DeAndre Hopkins money, because he's putting up DeAndre Hopkins stat lines. See, that's the thing you got to understand about Allen Robinson. You know, like, the thing with Allen Robinson is he's going to command a certain amount of money because his numbers dictate that. If you look at Allen Robinson's numbers, like, they speak for themselves. He went to the Bears and he had 98 catches for 1,100 yards in 19. And then last year he just had 102 catches for 1,250. And when he's doing this with Trubisky, I repeat, he's doing this with Trubisky. So my whole thing is, he's going to command 25, close to 25. He's going to try and get more money than Amari Cooper. He's going to try and get that kind of money. I think Kenny Golladay can be had for less than 20. Because Kenny Golladay only had 2 good years. He really didn't play much in 2017, his rookie season. He didn't play much. He only appeared in 11 games his rookie season, 477 yards. 2018, he had 1,000 yards on 70 catches. And oh my gosh, in 2019, he had 1,200 yards on 65 catches and 11 touchdowns. So the damage, so check this out, right? Look at Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson had 1,100 yards on 98 catches in 2019. And in 2020, he had 102 catches on 1,250. This dude had 65 catches. That's 40 fewer catches, and had the same amount of yards as Allen Robinson. he had 30 less catches and had 1,000 yards. He had 70 catches and 1,000 yards. So the amount of damage that Kenny Golladay can do on a limited amount of catches is insane. That's a true deep threat. That's the Randy Moss, Deshaun Jackson numbers right there. When you can get 1,200 yards on 65 catches, you're a problem. You're a big problem. A whole 6'4" problem that he is. So I think what the Giants are gonna do is the Giants want a number one that could take the top off. So Kenny Golladay makes the most sense, because when Saquon comes back, you run that play action, who's going to be the bigger threat? Allen Robinson or Kenny Golladay? So if you look at Jason Garrett's offense and you just look at what he wants to do, the guy who makes the most sense is Kenny Golladay. You call play action with Saquon. When Saquon is back, the play action's actually going to be a threat. And you got that big, tall, fast as lightning, 6'4" Kenny G running down the sideline? Please. Please. It's going to be lethal. Oh my gosh, it's going to be lethal. So I'm going to go ahead and say it. Kenny Golladay is our guy. If we land a big time wide receiver, and I'm just saying if, because we might just go the route of, I got a Curtis Samuel video coming this week too. We might just sign Curtis Samuel and call it a day. But if we go big game hunting and we look for a huge free agent, it'll be Kenny Golladay. You heard it here first. If we sign a big time wide receiver, it will be Kenny Golladay. It won't be Allen Robinson. Kenny Golladay fits the offense and what they want to do better than Allen Robinson does. But anyway, that's it. That's all. Subscribe to the unit if you rockin' with me. My name is Fisk Vegas, and I approve this message.